airplane mode.
What's up everybody, welcome to this video. Today we're doing a medium cargo mission flight. Those of you who do career mode flights know that this is an option that you can do. So we're doing a medium cargo flight today. We're flying the PC-12, Pilatus PC-12. We're going from Spain to Germany. Bear with me, I'm not great at flying this airplane. I don't fly it much. I'm used to flying the 737s. So anyway, let's join up right when I'm starting up the airplane. Enjoy, leave a like and subscribe, and yeah, enjoy the video, guys. La Cerdanya to somewhere in Germany, I think, Reutberg. So it's quite a long flight, about 500 nautical miles, medium cargo mission. They're pretty far. However, nothing's set up here in the flight plan. Usually that's set up automatically, so I'll just kind of go ahead and set up an altitude that I think is okay. So I mean, with this plane, I think this plane can go pretty high. I don't know what its maximum cruising altitude is, but oh, auto, can I set that? Alright, cool, 230, so it kind of sets it on its own. I'm gonna send to ATC and avionics here. There we go. So now at least it's in our plane. Route includes VFR pattern, blah blah blah. Cool, that's fine. Figure this out. So it looks like we're flying a track of about, what, that's north, so that's about, what, 45 degrees. So I'm gonna just set that in my heading for now. Heading, and I'll set it to about what did I say, 45 degrees here. And for after takeoff, we'll try to maintain something around, gosh, I don't fly this plane enough, I don't even know what I want to maintain after takeoff. Let's say like 180 knots, and we'll fix it afterwards. And for the altitude, we're planned, I think, to fly it at 230. So it seems like it's going to take a long time to go to 230, so I'll leave it at about 9,000 here, and we'll come later to set it higher. I was turning the wrong way. Okay, there we go. So we are lined up. Now I don't exactly know what the rotate speed is on the PC-12, but I'm guessing it's somewhere around probably 90 to 100 knots. Does it go ahead and full throttle these engines? Alright, takeoff thrust is set, and I'm putting some down pressure. We do have mountains to worry about. I think we'll make a right turn after takeoff here. And yeah, well, we'll see how this goes. So we're at 75 here. 80. V1 rotate. There we go. And rotating. Almost went off the runway there as I was rotating, but we're fine. Putting the gear up. And we're told to climb to 23,000. So playing with my trim now so that I can relieve some pressure off the yoke. Now, do I want to turn right or left? Actually, I think I might turn left because that right side has mountains close. We actually have mountains everywhere. Alright, so contact ATC here. I'll keep climbing straight out here. Alright, looks like we'll be able to make it past these mountains quite shortly. So I'll start making a right turn here. Gonna be hand flying it for a little bit. Alright, so squawk 022, we're gonna have to acknowledge that. Gonna bring the engines back a little bit, just so that we're not pushing the engines too hard here. Alright, 1023 on the QNH. I'm going to go have to see if I have to set that anywhere. So I'm going to keep making the right turn, acknowledge that contact. Alright, and oh, I guess we do have to request IFR. I thought I'd be flying VFR this whole time, but seems not, so I'll request IFR clearance here. And it looks like we're turning right about on track here. Gotta turn autopilot on. And turn heading mode on. Heading on. Vertical speed is on, and if I could get auto throttle on. That would be great, and we'll acknowledge that IFR clearance here. So it looks like we'll be clearing all these mountains here. Oh, I forgot to set takeoff flaps back up, so putting the flaps back up here. Alright, so we're clear to 230, so I'm going to go ahead and keep us climbing here. We'll accept those instructions. Accept instructions, not letting me, there we go. Alright. So, I'm going to bring the engines back. Doesn't look like I turned on speed hold correctly. Alright. Gosh, too many things happening at once. I'll acknowledge that, and we'll keep climbing here. We got cleared up to 230, so I'm going to go ahead and put my vertical speed back on. On and climb. Alright. Alright, and passing all the way up, we're going to go to flight level 230 here. On the altitude, we're clear to 230. I'm still on heading mode. Going to turn nav mode on. See, auto throttle is off here. Can I turn auto throttle on? But I want it on manual mode. Ah, there's manual. Now I can do it myself. Alright, so we were on FMC speed. I always like to have it on manual speed here. I prefer doing that myself. And next thing I want to do is turn on nav mode on. And we should be getting nav mode turning on once we intercept our flight line here. So I'm going to make a right turn a little bit just so we can intercept that flight plan. And it looks like everything's stable now, guys, in the PC-12. There we go, flying nicely. So as you guys can see, we actually did take off in between a whole bunch of mountains here. So we were down in there. Oh, looks like nav mode is on, and we should be making a left turn here, intercepting our course towards our next waypoint. It's going to be quite a long flight. I don't do any sim rate or none of that. That's cheating. We're going to fly the whole flight here and at least get to cruising altitude with you guys. So it looks like we are able to maintain that 200 knots here. That's good. And I guess I can kind of learn how this plane flies while I'm at it here once we're over there. So it looks like we passed the cloud layer, climbing through 13,000 here. Hopefully we can keep a smooth flight here, guys, because often these career mode flights will start lagging and you can't even finish them. So we are now at the landing portion of the video. Unfortunately, as you guys are going to see, we got pretty laggy by the end of the video here, so it's not too bad right now, but as we get closer to the runway, we get a lot of lag, so sorry about that, guys. I really hate when it does that. It makes the quality of video not as good as it could be for you, but bear with me, and hopefully the next video won't be as laggy. So yeah, here we go. Watch me try to land a plane while getting 2 frames per second. We're flying VFR, so we're gonna have to look with our eyes and try to fly around like that. And we are gonna be just flying up towards the airport. We're gonna keep our eyes open here. We are flying VFR, so I'm gonna be looking around to see if I can spot the airport. I do have some landing information here, so our landing speeds, we want to be about 85 knots. Let's go around. Alright, so I think 85 is our landing speed. So we're going to be going with that. We're landing runway 24, so I know I'm going to have to make, I'm pretty much flying the opposite heading right now. So, yeah, pretty much just going to try to do this full visual. gonna start descending a little bit faster now. So we do have the altitude set to 3,100 already, because that's where I want to be heading down to. Alright, so we're gonna fly the downwind heading now. So we're landing runway 24, so downwind heading is gonna be somewhere around 60 here. Alright, so I'll keep descending even a little bit faster here and bringing our speed down. Bring it down to about 150 knots here, so it'll give us more time to react. I'm gonna get my feet ready on my rudder pedals for the landing. So I'm looking to my left, trying to spot the airport here. It should be off to my left very shortly, as you guys can tell right there. Should be crossing it soon. We're descending out of 6,000, so again I'm looking to be at about 3,100 feet there at that waypoint, that green waypoint, beginning of runway 24. Let me see if I can go directly to it again. It's being a little bit odd here when I try to click the waypoint. It doesn't let me. There we go. Delete cross hold direct to. Let me see if this works somehow. Yeah, no, it's still bringing us direct to that other. Doesn't look like anything's there that I can see. I might be blind. We do have a lake there. Where are we compared to the lake? So that is the lake that I want to be at, about 3,000 feet at. Alright, so I'm going to really start slowing this thing down now, because we want to be aiming for that 85 mark. Alright, so 110. Again, I don't fly this plane much, so I don't even know what my flaps set, if I can set flaps already. I have flaps 15, 30, and 40. Direct to center map. Direct to. Come on, let me choose it. Alright, so let me choose everything except direct to. There it is. Boom. Alright, that makes a little more sense. So we're going to activate that. And then maybe turn nav mode on here, and it should work. Aha, there we go. Alright, so now we're going to get brought into towards our airport as we want. I'm going to let the plane make its turn here and then set flaps down to 1 here. So I don't know, it's just making us do a weird turn earlier, so now I like that flight plan a little bit better here. We actually have a decent looking turn that we're going to be making. Alright, so apparently we're way below our altitude. It looks like we dropped there. Plane's trying to climb back up. Keep an eye on that, make sure we're not doing anything weird. Auto throttle is still on, so we should be good. Alright, I'm going to set flaps 1 here. So flaps 15. I'm going to get rid of that missions list up there. Find a little bit distracting. Alright, cool. So we are coming in now. Just keeping an eye here. We'll be making that left turn shortly. No eyes on the airport yet. And we are trying to hold at about 110 knots. Alright, get my feet on the rudder pedals here. Gonna set another notch of flaps. Flaps 30. Should be getting our nose down a little bit here. Perfect. So nose is coming down, engine's pushing as we're adding some drag. Alright. So we are almost making it to our turn, where we should be making a left turn towards the airport. And where I also want to be starting my descent down to airport altitude, which is about 1,500 feet here. So we're about to start that turn, so I'm going to go ahead, turn vertical speed on, and start descending already, nice and slowly, but we are going to start descending. Go down to 100 knots. Cool, so we made it to our next waypoint, and we should be turning towards the runway. Still have nothing in sight here. I mean, this might be the airport here that's not rendered in. We are just in front of the next water. I think that's water over there. So yeah, the airport should be, that's water, right? Airport should be left of the water. Alright, so I'm going to start descending even faster here. I'm in this awkward stage where I don't know how much I have to descend and how fast, because there's no VNav or anything of that sort. Alright, gears coming down. Gonna go ahead and put my vertical speed a little bit lower now. Do we have a runway in sight yet or no? I don't have any runway in sight. We should be lining up with it right about now. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn auto throttle off, and I'll be controlling the speed on my own here. And I turn autopilot off. So we do have gear down. I'm gonna set flaps full here, bring the speed down. I have no visual whatsoever, and keep descending. So I do see forest. Looking for that 85. We do have gear down, so I didn't forget that. Don't have anything for glide slope. How are we on localizer? We're looking okay. Is that a runway there? Gosh, I think I need. Okay, is that a runway? Gosh, I cannot tell, guys. Sorry, but I might be blind. Keeping an eye on my speed here also. I even check like what the airport looks like. I mean, we should be close. I mean, maybe it's just a rendering problem, but I don't see anything, guys. Where am I supposed to put this thing down? Someone help me out. It shows that we're a little bit right of track, right of the runway, so I'm gonna correct to the left a little bit. Okay, I think that might be a runway in front of me there. I think that's it, guys. Right after the trees there, we've got some houses, and we've got a forest. And I think that's a strip of runway I see in front of me there. So we're gonna aim for that. I think it is that. Alright, cool. I think that is a runway. Yes, sir. Alright. So looking for 85 knots on approach here. As we are coming to the end of our medium cargo flight here. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe wherever you're watching from. On YouTube, Twitch, etc. On final here. Here we go. Ooh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is that... What the heck? What just happened there? Oh gosh, I don't know if that was wind or what, but... Whoa. Alright, looks like we're back on track-ish. Now we're lagging like a mother. Let's get this thing down. Oh no. Alright. Oof. Gosh, I don't know what happened there. I almost just stalled this plane out and died, but looks like we're back and we landed safely. What the heck happened there? And we were lagging. That was crazy. Alright, welcome guys. A little shaky landing. Gonna go ahead and turn the mission steps back on because they probably want me to contact or something. Good to have it. Stop at hold short. Alright. Gonna put the flaps all the way back up. Leave a like and subscribe for that landing, guys. That was something there. Yeah, look at that. We have some lag on landing right here. That was crazy, honestly. Some kind of a wind gust that just almost made our whole mission fail. But we made it here in somethingburg. Probably in Germany or maybe even Austria. Alright. I don't even know if this is where I'm supposed to be going, but this is the hold short, isn't it? There's another taxiway over there. Anyway, let's get to our parking spot. Peace. Alright. And shutting the engine down. Successful cargo mission, guys. Successful medium cargo mission. Thank you for watching. Look at what my score was actually real quick. See if I did something okay. Alright. Didn't respect airline procedures, cargo integrity. Yeah, but cargo integrity, I fucking got pushed around at the end there. Alright, we got an A level, that's fine. Not bad. Alright guys, thanks for watching again. See you guys next time.